look at the items there, is there anything that you would like to have removed from the consent agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Do I have a second? Call for a vote, please.
Hammond,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Okay. At this time is a time when you can make remarks. The audience can make remarks for up to 2 minutes if you'd like to say something to the commission that doesn't have anything related to the agenda. But, so if anybody would like to speak, please come up. Give us your name and
Name Reggie Reynolds. My question is, we're gonna, you guys are gonna elect select someone to fit in the.
city manager.
City manager.
Yes.
We do like you, honestly, we do. But, is it gonna be before we get our, fourth person, or when will it be?
Oh, it'll be shortly. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Yeah,
As soon as possible?
as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not waiting until the 4th. Anybody else would like to make comments, say anything?
And I don't need a microphone, trust me, I'm loud enough. I don't need-
Yeah, well, the microphone's for the people that's watching on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need one,
Yeah,
though, it
yeah.
may be even louder. My biggest question is, and everybody has asked me this question, the funds that was collected for the power plant. All that money that was collected for the power plant over the years that we got charged and it got cut and then it went into a fund. Everybody is saying, where is it? Has it been spent on something else? Is it,
I don't think so, because we
never
we
knew
had
that.
that fire down there, and we've gotta have some work done on the outside, and the electrician come in there, and I have to talk to Sarah about it. and she
'Cause, I
said,
mean,
yeah,
the last thing I-
There's money there, and it actually is for that building and for the controls on the substation.
okay, 'cause see, the last thing I heard about it was a few years ago when they were talking about giving it over to the,
Well, she said that was a different fund, and it was just for.
when they were talking about giving it to the,
Theater.
the theater.
No.
And Mangum threw all holy heck about that one. But like I said, I haven't heard nothing else since. And it just seems that, and I mean, $8 doesn't seem like a lot. $12 doesn't seem like a lot, but to some it is. And it just keeps seeming that our stuff keeps going up, but nothing is getting completed or done. And yes, I want to see this town grow. I do. I know what it feels like to be in a town that loses its school, loses its town. I grew up in El Dorado, Oklahoma. You can't get no smaller. I watched that town die. And I'm slowly watching this one. Yes, we have a great school. Yes, we have a little bit more. But we need some business here. I don't care if we have to get on our hands and knees and beg
No, I
for them to
agree.
come here. We need something for these kids to do. I mean, idle hands is the devil's workshop. These kids are running these streets. And I'm sorry, I'm old school. You know, it used to be dark outside. You came home. You didn't run the streets. These kids are out at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And trust me, I know because I see them.
Yeah.
I live right on Jefferson Street. My son works at Love's. You don't know how many of these kids are coming into Love's, which they close at midnight now, but Casey's is fixing to open. That's a 24-hour store. What happens then? And,
You know the city has no control over that.
right.
Okay, I just want to make sure. We can't control
But I
the
mean,
kids.
you know, a curfew needs to be implemented and it needs to be enforced.
Don't we have?
I mean, my husband just had 2 6-packs of Mountain Dew stolen out of his ice chest.
Oh, my gosh.
And like I told him, maybe he should have put it in the back of his pickup instead of in the tailgate of his pickup. Yes, okay, maybe that's his bad. But it shouldn't be his bad. I mean, it's his work truck. So,
We've had your 2 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
okay.
We appreciate it. Does anybody else like to make a comment? Okay. If not, we're gonna go on to our reports, the police report by the chief of police.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. we had an eventful month. We'll start off with one accident that we did a report on. And then we got sent out on 515 calls for service.
Whoa.
We had
Five.
27 911 transfers. We had 3 business alarms, 3 residential alarms, 18 animal calls, 1 assist another agency, 14 bolos, a breaking and entering, a controlled burn, 5 disturbances, 1 dog bite, domestic drug-related call, 3 EMS calls, 2 escorts, 4 extra patrols, some sort of fire-related call, 2 fireworks calls, got flagged down 4 times, did 36 follow-ups, had a foot patrol, 1 harassment call, 296 information calls, 1 intoxicated individual, 2 noise disturbances, 4 reckless drivers, 21 requests to speak to an officer, a sex offense, 1 shoplifting, 1 shots fired / heard, 1 standby, 2 stolen properties, 2 stolen vehicles, 1 emergency detention, 6 suspicious persons, 1 trespassing, and 6 welfare checks. Out of all that, we ended up getting 20 reports. Out of those 20 reports, we had 2 assaults, 1 family missing person, 1 fraud, 1 larceny, 1 obscene materials / pornography, 1 public peace with the animal, 3 total public peace, which means information reports, 2 unattended deaths, 1 forcible sodomy, 1 statutory rape, the stolen vehicle, and we're going to leave it at that. We've been busy. So,
Sounds like it.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Okay.
For the month of July, we had 21 calls that generated run reports, and they broke down as 6 EMS or lift assist, 3 grass fires, 1 report of a power line down, 9 helicopter landing zones, 1 gas leak, 1 report of smoke inside a residence, and then we had 3 firefighters that attended a landing zone class put on by Survival Flight. And then also this month, we've got 3 that are gonna start their classes to obtain all the certifications required. So,
Okay.
Thank you, Brian.
How many firefighters do we have? Do we have?
so starting next week, we'll have 6 full-time again.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Next on the agenda, number 8. Discussion and possible action to approve resolution 2026-0804-02, allowing the city of Mangum to apply for an FY27 REAP grant to help fund the purchase of a new digger derrick truck for the electric department. Do you need to talk about that, Chris?
Well, it's
Something you need?
it's 26 years old,
Oh,
and yeah, it's pretty important. It's our winch for picking up heavy things other than just setting poles. You gotta have it. You got a big storm comes through and knocks down poles all over the place. You gotta be able to. And we do go to El Dorado, Old Lusty, yeah. And of course, we get to charge, I don't remember how much an hour, $60-something an hour.
yeah.
And so-
And this is for a grant, REAP grant, so.
Right.
This is not like,
I mean, it's working, but seems like we spring an oil leak,
yeah.
just one after another.
I did ask Brittany several questions on this, and it was like, what was the total cost? And she said it was between $118,000 to $175,000. And I asked if we didn't get the grant, that we already budgeted $130,000 for it, and they're just trying to offset it to save money with the grant. And then I just asked if what was wrong with the current one. You said it, but she says it's at the end of its life, very old.
Yeah, and which the truck's been that way. It was, county used to have some of those too. Most of the time, we don't know how fast we're going. The whole, hour meter keeps working. There's something else on it keeps working, but everything else on the dash goes dead. And then every now and then it'll work a little while and then it's dead. And the county looked at fixing theirs when it first happened, but they said it was too much wasn't worth it. Of course, they won't go but so fast anyway. They're big. It's not like you can go 80 miles an hour and you can't do it.
Okay, do I entertain a motion for the grant?
I'll make the motion to approve it.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second, call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Going on to number 9, discussion and possible action to approve reimbursement payment via direct deposit made to the city of Mangum by ODOT in the amount of $1,800 for payment of invoice to Myers Engineering for the power line relocation on State Highway 283.
This is an ongoing project, I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just,
it's
we're just the
we just-
pass-through.
Yeah, we're just passing that through. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second, call for a vote, please.
Clark,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Number 10, discussion possible action to approve Myers Engineering contract for the water tower rehabilitation project. And they're gonna give us an estimate and all that kind of stuff.
And oversee the project.
Yeah, they've been good. I know, I've worked with them with the school.
I did talk to Brittany on this one also, and we're just in phase 1 is basically where we're at.
Right. Can I entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Hammond,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Discussion of possible action to surplus a 2015 Ford pickup. Funds received from the surplus item will be put in the proper department's budget the item came from. Do I have a motion? Any questions?
I'll make a motion. to
Okay, we have a
approve.
motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second. Call for a vote, please.
Hammond,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Okay. Number 12, discussion and possible action to allow the purchase of a new roll-off in the amount of $6,300 for the recycle department. And I assume we have the $6,300 and everything's been budgeted in there.
Yeah, we specifically budgeted for
Yes,
this item.
I think I remember that, yeah. Any other questions, commissioners? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second, call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Okay. Number 13. I don't know if you all know, this is about the property that's right next door to the Church of Christ and the housing authority there. And we have done this for a long time. We have mowed it and all that. I mean, they've mowed it, and so we didn't have to take care of it. Do I need to read all this? All right, are there any questions or discussion you'd like to have about this? Do you understand? Renee, you may not understand what this is. When you're going out of town to Altus, that housing authority, the low rent housing authority right there, right before you go out of town. And then right beside it is a big blank piece of property that the city owns. And they've been mowing it for us for
Well,
years, but we give them.
Yeah, that's a water area,
Right.
for sure.
and everything. So this is just to continue that. We've done it for years.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I did ask questions and she just is, I asked lots of questions on it actually, but
Okay.
she was able to answer them all.
Okay.
And that this has been something that has been ongoing, so.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, what are you approving? 'Cause
Oh.
it had two deals. One was to forgive, is that what you're asking, is to motion to
Yes.
forgive? Okay.
Yeah.
And a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Just have a second? Okay. Call for a vote, please.
Hammond,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Okay. Number 14, discussion of possible action to approve payment of application number 4 for the period ending September 30, 2025 in the amount of $28,137.50 to Kuntz Roofing for the replacement and repair of the Mangum Regional Medical Center roof in accordance with the owner-contractor agreement approved on June 2nd, 2025. Is there anything we need to discuss in here?
Yes, the insurance money did not have enough to cover that 28,000. I think after insurance would be applied, it would end up having a balance owing of $25,684. The city does have money to cover that $25,684. The hospital is probably going to pay something towards this as well. But in order for us to not delay further payment, my request is that you approve up to the full amount, which really, as far as the funds go, it's gonna be $25,684. Then the hospital is going to meet and figure out how much they're gonna pay. There's a long history with this roof. Mary Jane, I think you was mayor, but I think at one point, the city had agreed to pay half the cost, and the hospital had agreed to pay half the cost. Then they found insurance money to basically try to cover most of the costs. So we've saved a lot of money going this route. It's just we didn't have enough insurance funds to cover the entire cost. So the hospital's gonna probably kick some money to help cover this cost as well. But again, this is something that we just need to go ahead and approve so that we can get reimbursed later by the hospital, basically.
Okay. Any
Half
question?
of the funds getting reimbursed?
Well, it may be all of it, because what the hospital's gonna, and I don't wanna talk about cost reporting too much, but basically, there's a good chance that the hospital can incur this entire debt and get money back from the federal government, since it's a capital improvement. Based on the cost report, up to 50% could be refunded back to the hospital. So so that's what they're looking at. So if it makes more financial sense for them to pay all of it, they're gonna reimburse all of it. But if it's not that, we're at least gonna get half of it back. That's kind of the discussion that was left off of at the hospital meeting.
Okay.
And is this something that we would normally, like, offset or pay for the hospital?
Yes, because we actually own the building, so we're technically the
That's why
landlord.
we do it,
So,
yeah.
now we have a separate agreement for the New Hope building, which is with the David Cayley Annex. It's next to the hospital, where they maintain that, but we have no similar agreement with the building itself.
Okay, can I entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the
Okay.
hospital payment
Payment
application.
Okay. We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second, call for a vote, please.
Clark,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Okay, number 15 is just to reappoint Carson Van Zant to the hospital board. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to reappoint.
Okay, have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second, call for vote.
Clark,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Staff and board remarks. Anybody like to make a comment? City manager, city attorney, city employees would like to say anything to us?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that's right, okay. Yeah, I remember.
I'm gonna backtrack some. Actually, to the end of December, we as a commission, I had found out that Oklahoma was, Senate Bill 130 was started to do a study for nuclear energy in Oklahoma. So we had a board meeting, and we put in a request as a host site for that, or for them to look at us for that option. Anyways, and I had, we had posted in the Mangum Star newspaper, you know, what we were looking at. Anyways, and since then, I haven't said a whole lot about it because there's a whole lot of road to go, and we've had some ups and downs looking at things. But just to kind of review some things that's happened in March. Let's see. We began reaching out to some SMRs, which are small microreactor companies. Anyway, sent them emails what we had proposed, that we were open for them to come look at us and see. And two, what I had tied in originally was because the federal government also had passed an initiative that all military bases had to have sustainable energy by the year 2030, and which nuclear was one of those. Wind and solar did not qualify. So anyway, so with that, I had tied it in that, hey, we could be a host site. They could tie into the Altus Air Force Base, I don't know, you know, possibly Fort Sill. Anyways, and provide the power for that. And then also they could sell power, we're here in Mangum, and then also they could sell their power to Western Farmers, PSO, Harlan Electric, I think, so local stuff. Anyways, so we did get a response back from a company that was BWXT, and I think they're out of Virginia, in that area somewhere. Anyways, they responded, asked us questions. I had questions for them. We had a second phone call. Anyways, then they decided, hey, let's, you know, we'd like to get our team together and have a video conference. So I had a video conference with them. You know, with that, of course, had a lot of questions asked, the safety, the water usage. A lot of your data center complaints, noise pollution, light pollution, water usage, you know, stuff like that. You know, what would be required, land mass. And so anyway, so they actually paid us some attention, put a team on it, kind of focused on it. They felt like they could probably put in anywhere from 6 to 8 reactors here. Make a long story short, when I would ask them about water, they would say minimal. And finally pinned them down, and in a good way. I mean, everything was good, but pinned them down. I was like, okay, what's your minimum? And anyways, they said about 50,000 gallons a day. It seems like a lot to me. I looked at Chris. Chris was like, yeah, that's probably what the golf course, or that's basically what the golf course
That's what I
would
was
use.
gonna ask, is what's the comparison between the golf
On
course?
a 100-degree day, that's what the golf course would have used. So that number is sustainable, but it makes me leery for long term. You know, because if a community doesn't have water, it's not a community. So,
Not
anyway,
the same as a small factory.
Right.
I mean, it's a big number, but it's not big.
it's not, but it is for this area. I mean, with our,
Absolutely.
you know, and so, you know, disappointed, let down. I think it was literally 2 days later. Of course, I had sent emails to the Department of Energy at Washington, D.C. also, and the Department of Commerce, saying what we had proposed. You know, I'd heard rumor about they were talking about nuclear stuff, so I wanted our name in. Anyways, I get an email from Kelly Scott with the Office of Nuclear Energy from Washington, D.C. And they, well, I'm just going to read it was a long email stating what the Trump administration was looking at and what they were doing. But at the end of the email, if I can find it here, it just says, thank you for your support in the development of nuclear energy for Mangum, and that our request to recognize Mangum as a priority energy zone is noted and will be considered in efforts to deploy nuclear technology. So, you know, that was a good day. You know, I'd had a bad day, had a good day. But still very, very far long shot. Well, then, of course, last week the news broke about the Nuclear Life Cycle Innovation Campus, and that Oklahoma was one of the finalists for that, to be chosen for that. They're gonna choose 3 states. Oklahoma was one of them. We're in the top 5. So immediately I started emailing the the Secretary of Energy of Oklahoma and Commerce of Oklahoma, Governor Stitt, basically stating, hey, we've had our name in this hat since January. So, you know, don't forget us, don't push us to the side, and we're serious about this. Anyways, and then of course also I sent some emails to Washington like, hey, you know, I've seen this, remember us, you know, that type of deal. So anyway, tonight, what kind of, you know, I wanted to fill that in, but then also just, you know, because, you know, word starts getting out and stuff, to make people aware, we're not making the decision to go forward with it. We're just trying to get the ball in our court and then let the people and the public decide from
Because
that
the
point.
people need to know that they will make the final decisions.
yeah,
It's-
and
it's
that-
up to
that's
our-
what I-
It's up to our citizens
Yeah,
to make the
it-
final decision.
But we gotta get the ball in our court, and
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to fight to do. You know, because we get passed over for a lot of things. So, I know there's a lot of questions about nuclear. I have a lot of questions about nuclear. And if things really started looking good and things, you know, again, we would have experts come in, we'd have town hall, answer questions, because I can't, you know, I didn't pass nuclear physics class back in high school. Didn't take it. But anyway, so, I mean, I have obviously learned a lot. And with the new, there, you know, to say, well, we've already decided we don't have the water, different, and I've reached out to companies since then, different companies besides BWXT, because they have different technology, different designs that can use even less water. So, and I will say this, during one of our meetings with BWXT, they did bring up data centers. I just said, we don't have the water for it. There's nothing to really discuss. I mean, so.
What about our lake? I know it doesn't belong to us, but
Right,
it's within this area.
right.
It actually does belong to us, it's in Greer County, but the farmers and houses use it.
Yeah, it's on a contract with
Yeah, the
farmers.
irrigation district.
The farmers consider, since they built all the
Canals.
stuff, it's their water.
That's why every year it's drained down to almost nothing.
Negotiations.
Yeah, this was all back in the 20s,
In the
right,
40s.
40s, that all that
City of
was.
Altus built the original lake, but it wasn't as big, it was for water for the city of Altus.
So the city of Altus owns certain water rights, and the irrigation district owns.
Yeah, they
certain
built
water
it
rights.
bigger.
Irrigation work, they consider it to be theirs.
So, with all that, I just kind of, just wanted to give people a heads up. I mean, we are trying to get something here, you know, we're chasing opportunities but we want to do it on our terms, like, or the city's terms, not our terms, but, protecting our water, our land, but yet at the same time positioning Mangum for the future. And so that's where we're at right now, and just give, and, you know, of course, the biggest thing, of course, obviously the electricity. You know, and again, every company would be different, but, you know, it wouldn't be just free electricity, but it should be a steady rate for the next 20 years, basically, of that. And then, let's see, there was something else that's gonna. Anyways, I think there was something else I was gonna say, but I don't
How did
remember.
this kind of come together? I mean, I know you're doing the back research. If it ever gets there, you want to negotiate from strength. You got to start early, right? I guess.
Yes.
That's what he's doing.
So how did it start? How are
He
we
came up with an idea.
in that?
He
Because
was
it's a national and a state, there's a whole lot going on though, which is all positive, and you're in the circle.
Yeah.
Go Mangum. But how did it get? I mean,
The two things I've heard the most about is data centers and smelting. That's the two things that I've heard, and I don't know enough about either one to know.
One thing I wanted to, in the Nuclear Life Cycle Innovation Campus deal that they just come out with, it kind of shows a circle of what all that involves, which is the fabrication. So they're wanting to make it,
Did you reach out and look for this, or did you happen to find it? Or?
oh, I never did answer your question. Sorry, my mind's
Well,
going
just-
100 mile an hour.
It's just the step before what you're talking about now.
Well,
Just curious, I'm just curious.
prayer.
So you just said, hey, I'm gonna go after this thing out of nowhere?
Mhm.
Good for you, man.
So.
No matter where it goes, that's a big vision.
It was just, that's my deal. I don't.
That's cool.
I
And he
think-
did keep it on the down low because he didn't want any
Oh,
other,
yeah, it's-
any
we're-
other
we're
town,
competing.
You gotta be a lot further along if you're ever gonna go there.
And
It's
that's-
a dangerous subject,
That's why
just people's emotions.
I'm
Well,
more,
I mean, we have to have technology. I mean, here.
And looked at as a higher technology.
I mean, you know, I'm sorry, this town, you know, this is not the seventies anymore. God, I wish it was. But, you know, everything is moving. I mean, everything is changing, everything is moving.
that is something that was, the size of it, because, you know, in the 70s, you know, they were massive.
Oh, big difference.
Big.
Oh,
Now they're, for 6 to 8 reactors, they were needing 15 to 20 acres, is what they, and then they said the height of it would be about 30 feet.
And no light pollution.
Minimum light pollution, because it's actually going down, not up,
He looked
like
into
in the
it,
data
though.
centers. The noise, they compared it to something, I don't remember, but it was minimum noise.
you know what the DVA is, kind of?
No, they didn't say that.
Yeah.
And again, that would be questions we'd ask as, you know,
Yeah.
like I said, just, we're just trying to get the ball in our court.
Well, you
And-
might, like I said, you might look into the smelting too, because like I said, that seems to be the other thing.
And like Michelle
I think
said,
Inola is one that's talking about that one.
I've seen a lot of stuff, you know, like on Facebook saying, man, we need to be, I've wanted to say something for so long, but, you know, I know Blair would jump on this, or El Dorado, or Snyder,
Sayre.
or Sayre, or,
None
so,
of which you can now, right?
huh?
Because we're that spot.
We were the only town to hope to put in for that, for a host site, back in January. Mangum was the only town that put in for, as a host site back in January.
So with these current events, I don't know, say or somebody else can't come in, or they'd be so far behind kind of thing?
I don't know.
We'd hope.
We hope.
We hope.
that their
Yeah,
cutoff
yeah.
day was done.
Whether we go or not.
But
strength.
we also know how lobbyists work, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One advantage we have, I believe, is that we're so far away from the main part of the rest of the
Yeah.
people. So I
And
feel
we're,
that that would be
we're
something-
very close proximity
Yeah.
to I mean,
Yeah.
in reality, Shepherd Air Force Base could be all tied in too with this.
Wow.
You got Fort Sill, Shepherd, and Altus.
Man.
That was my vision to try to win them over
Yeah.
with that, so.
Well, I appreciate you doing all this work,
I do
Dirk,
too.
and we'll get into
And-
more of that and let you give us,
I just-
as you find out more stuff.
Yeah, and I will, from this point, at this time during the meeting, if there's more news, I'll let people know, because now it's
Is it
out.
in a faster motion? Or no, you don't know yet?
I don't
Okay.
know.
I'll shut up.
I sent a ton of emails last week, and I haven't got a response back, but probably my next step is probably just phone calls, so.
Okay, awesome.
Well, the
I'll-
state did announce Oklahoma was one
But
of the.
that, yeah, Oklahoma is a finalist.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope that made a difference in Washington DC, that like, hey, you got a town that's actually saying come, so, anyway. And another, in this deal, it had the fabrication, you know, all of what they're wanting to bring here to Oklahoma.
Right.
One of them was recycling and waste of the nuclear stuff. Again, this is my opinion, so I'm not speaking for the people. I don't know that much about it. I'm not a fan of that part of it. I don't want to be a part of that necessarily. But again, it'd be up to the people. I mean, if they come to us and said, hey, well, we'd like to put a recycling part of it here, I'd have to, leave it up to the people on that. Just because that's something I haven't looked into, other than on the reactors part, it's the federal government's priority to come get the wasted, or the spent, I'm blanking
Power,
on it.
nuclear power.
Yeah, anyways, so,
So what
It's
recycling
not-
are they talking about then?
do what now?
What recycling are they talking about then?
Well, that's in this campus plan, and I haven't looked into it a whole lot since that come out, last week. Just because I've got, I take care of the athletic fields, and I've got football and softball starting kind of this week, and so I have been from sun up to sundown trying to get fields ready, and so I haven't had the opportunity to read into this new campus deal, but like really read into it. So anyways, I just wanted to let you, I didn't mean to take so much time.
Yeah, that's, but we would love for you to come back when you find, like I said before, when you find out more information and stuff, just keep us informed, and.
The tax base off this would be huge.
Okay, is there anybody else that'd like to make a comment?
I just want to say thank you guys, especially, and for letting us know that is important.
Yeah.
That was important to me, and I didn't want to feel like I was keeping it from the public, but I kind of had to in order to.
To make sure we.
I thank you for letting us voice, even though this was part of the agenda. Thank you for letting us voice, even though we weren't not supposed to.
You're welcome.
Are you gonna call me in and get me in trouble?
No, I would pat you on the back and say thank you.
Yes.
Okay, anybody else? If not, any new business? Nobody wants to, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to
I
adjourn.
have a motion, do I have a second? Have a second, call for a vote.
Hammond,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Huckabee.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go right into the Mangum Utility Authority meeting. Call the meeting to order. Would you do a roll call?
Hammond,
Here.
Clark,
Here.
Huckabee,
Here.
Scott.
Here. Looking at the consent agenda, is there anything on the consent agenda that you would like to remove to discuss individually? If there's not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, we have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, second, call for a vote, please.
Scott,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes. Okay. And this is another time that you, remarks can be made from the audience, not pertaining to any item that's on the agenda. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say? If not, we're gonna go on, to item 6, ordinance and resolutions. Discussion of possible action to approve resolution 2026-080402, allowing the city to apply for the RIG grant to help fund the purchase of a new digger truck for the electric department. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
We have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Have a second, call for a vote.
Clark,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Scott.
Yes. Number 7, discussion of possible action to approve reimbursement payment via direct deposit made to the city of Mangum by ODOT in the amount of $1,800 for the payment of an invoice. Myers Engineering for the power line relocation on State Highway 283. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Have a second?
I'll second.
You have a second, call for a vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Clark.
Yes.
Number 8, discussion of possible action to approve Myers Engineering contract for the water tower rehabilitation project. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, call for a vote.
Scott,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Hammond.
Yes.
Any remarks on this for the staff or board remarks? Any new business?
Yes,
Okay.
talk about it more than I can, it's enough to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need some transformers, and it's over the 5,000. It's 3 that we've taken down, that's how we do it, they come pick them up, and they go rewind them, but the price of those things has went through the roof because it's copper wiring.
Oh, my God.
And, Anyway, it's, $6,500, $18 for, 15 KVA, a 25 KVA, and a 50 KVA. We burn up one last week, 50. It run a whole lot of houses, that's why it burned up. It's called transformer, and you know how hot it is, so it's putting, and then we burn up a 15 KVA, no, it's 25 KVA, the week before that. And it's another oven, it's right there by where Weaver Power used to live. It's part of the stuff that runs the laundromat and the car wash and several houses. So we're down, I think, 115 KVA, well, 115, 125. So you want to keep it on stock. But it went over the 5,000, so it's getting approved to pay for that.
Do we have the money?
Oh, yeah, it's in the budget.
As long as it's in the budget.
If not, we'd have to do something anyway. We have to have those bars. You tell those people, nah, we're, have to wait till next budget year to get y'all electricity back.
Yeah, now we'll let you do anything you want for electricity.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
Northwest Transformer out of Tennessee.
So, the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
What are we exactly approving?
They're, it's, 1,960.
To purchase 3 transformers.
It's,
It was 65.
actually, there
65.18.
still are cans.
3 transformers.
To
but that-
rewind and condition, the whole inside to rework. Basically, you're using the same
But
can.
that's $6,300.
65.
65 for each one?
No,
Oh,
65,
all of it.
18. The, 25 is, $1,965. The, 15 KVA is $1,813, and the 50 KVA is $2,750. But your 50, you can run 18 houses. And 25, generally, you'll have 3 to 5 houses. 15, usually 3 to 4 houses. At the most, sometimes.
Hammond has already made a motion.
I'll second.
You got it second? Call for vote?
Clark,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott, Huckabee.
Yes.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second. Or I'll make a motion. Sorry.
I'll second.
We got a second, call for vote, please.
Huckabee,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Hammond,
Yes.
Scott.
We are adjourned.